discussion has the potential to have a positive impact on just about any behavior. Rationale is behavior problems may result from a lack of information. This is the easiest, quickest intervention. Plan discussion is a respectful and potentially empowering way to address the problem behavior. Remember, always try the easiest intervention first.
David, yeah. Not quite on task here, are we? No, okay. Hey, we've talked about this a couple of times before, haven't we? Yeah. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I think it's good that we sit down and talk about it. Because you've been off task quite a bit lately, don't you think? Yeah. So I'm going to try to get a hold of your mom today.
Do we have to?
Yeah, I think we should. I think, I'm not, trying to tattle on you or anything, but I think she should get involved, see what's going on, all right? I'll try to get a hold of her today, and maybe we can set up a thing for next week, the first of next week, Monday or Tuesday.
At a predetermined time and place, arrange to meet with the student and parents or caregivers. Prior to the meeting, identify who needs to be present, identify problem behaviors, and select intervention priorities and limits for those priorities.
Hey David, how you doing?
Good.
Good. How are you, Mrs. Jones?
Fine, thanks.
Good. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Good. I asked you to come in today because I want to discuss David's progress. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to keep a few notes here on this piece of paper. I like to be able to look back and kind of remember dates and times about when we talked about things. So that's why I'll be writing, okay? And I would like to give you a copy of this when I'm all finished, okay? Okay, so I first want to tell you that David's grades, when I looked in the grade book, he's getting a B plus average right now, which is really good. He's doing quite well on all of his assignments. We just finished a unit on word processing, and I think you got an A in that whole unit, if I remember correctly. So he's doing very, very well. He is a pleasure to have in class. But I do just have a little concern, and that's what we also need to talk about too. David, why don't you tell Mom, you know why we're here. Why don't you let Mom know exactly why we're here today?
Because a couple of times I've been on the computer listening to music and not doing my work.
Yeah, and the last time, I think, was last Tuesday, and that's why I gave you a call. He was listening to music while he was supposed to be on task on his spreadsheet, and apparently he forgot the speakers were on, and so the rest of the class heard it. And I really need to keep my class on task, and it was a little difficult. It was kind of distracting, wasn't it? Yeah, because a lot of kids were looking and laughing and that kind of thing.
Brainstorm solutions to the problem. Brainstorming may result in exploration of other interventions such as academic assistance, goal setting, etc.
Do you think there's anything, what do you need? What do you think we could do to make it a little more interesting for you? Can you come up with an idea or two?
I don't know, I could do my allowance.
That's a good idea. You get an allowance every week?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever do any? Okay. Can you, think of anything else that might help you keep on task with the spreadsheets?
I could probably stay after the class if it's okay with you.
I think maybe you didn't catch it, but I think I told the classes that I'm usually here every Tuesday and Thursday to help any kids. Sure. You know what, I'm going to decide I've got to do something too. I think what I'll do is I'm just going to pop over by your seat a little bit more often to see that you're on task, because you're usually doing such a great job.
Okay.
That won't bother you, will it?
No,
not
at all.
Okay, excellent. I'll just stop by your seat. I'll just try to make a point of stopping by your seat a little more often to make sure things are going okay. Do you have, would you be able to come back in, let's say, 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay, are Tuesdays a good day for you?
It does work great for me.
Okay, well, I have kids usually here till about 4. How about 4 o'clock?
Perfect.
And then if you want, you can stay that day, and then you get an automatic ride home with Mom when she's done.
Okay.
How's that sound? Okay, next Tuesday, 4 o'clock, with Mom and David and me.
A well-planned discussion may help a student understand the situation from your perspective and will help the student know you are interested in him individually. You are not an adversary. Planned discussion is a natural launch pad for interventions and should be an integral part of any further planning that you do.